So this is WorkStay. It's a cost-effective and safe way to travel abroad or in your own country. Essentially, you work or do chores in a host family's house in exchange for your overnight accommodations. You can read reviews, write reviews, and view information before you actually stay with the host family. So if you sign in as a user, it's going to take you to our main screen, which is also this little world icon down here. And it'll show you basically all the trending cities where we have multiple host families. So if you look at Paris, it shows a little house right here, and that's how many families they have. So if you want to look at those houses, you can click here, and it'll take you to a list view of all the different families. It'll show you their ratings, a brief overview of their bio, and then how many bedrooms and bathrooms they have. So if you like the Thomas residence, you would go ahead and click here. You can scroll through their photos, see the inside of their house, and some host families even have a picture of themselves. If you look down, it'll show their bio about them or where they live, a work summary of things you'll be doing while you stay with them, and then their involvement with their visitors. If you scroll down, you can view how many guests could be staying with you at a time. If they've had a background check, all our users are actually required to have a background check before their account is activated. So if you scroll down just a little bit more, you can read reviews from people who have stayed with them to see if it's going to be a good fit. And if you decide that you like the Thomases, you can go ahead and request a stay. The gray boxes are times when they are completely booked, so you'd have to find a spot where it's white. Let's say you want to stay in July, you'd go ahead and click the next arrow, and you want to stay the 17th, 18th, you would hit confirm when you're sure that's the dates you want to stay. It'll go ahead and rescind a request to the host family, and they are required to respond or reject your request within 48 hours. If you decide you want to stay in another city while you're in France, you can go ahead and come down to the map and click on that, and that's your trip planner. So you can go ahead and search any city in the world, and if they have a host family, it should come up. So if you want to go to Marseille, France, go ahead and type that in, click search, and looks like they have a few host families. So you go ahead and look through those, and you say you want a house that's right on the beach, probably the Robert residence. So you'd go ahead and click on them, and then you can look through their photos to make sure that's really the place that you want to stay. And then go ahead and read their bio, their work summary, and their involvement. It says they're only looking for guests to stay here in the spring and summer and fall when they're away. So maybe it's like their winter home, so you're probably not going to run into them. And you could be staying with 5 other visitors if it's only you at a time. Go ahead and review the reviews and say you like this place and you want to request to stay. You'd go ahead and look at July again because you're staying the 17th and 18th, so you'd probably want to continue on the 19th. And then hit confirm. And it looks like you have a notification down here at the bottom. The little backpack icon is basically all your personal information about your trips. So you go ahead and click here, and it has your requests that you've sent, a calendar of different trips that you may have planned in the future, your past stays, messages. You can message host families to find out different information, your travel information. You can save a picture of your passport, flight itinerary, and then you can write reviews for different host families that you've stayed with. But it looks like the notification is on my request, so you can go ahead and click there and view that the Thomas residence has actually accepted your request already. And it looks like the Robert residence is still pending.